They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Parker. And he's got room. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. Up the middle they go. It's Parker. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. The Eagles sit 7 and 8 now on the year. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Looking for Danny Gray that time, and it's 3rd down. You talk about this Washington defense. They come into this one ranked number 17, so just starting the bottom half of the league against the pass.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Hurts. This is caught. Touchdown, Eagles. A great effort there. His 11th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are on the board first here this afternoon. Well, we know he has decent hands out of the backfield. That's the first time, Charles, they've targeted him in the passing game, and it pays dividends.
And I love the design, too, because they kept him in the backfield, but the defense then run first before they swung him out of there. And you're right, with his hands, they might want to throw it to him just a little bit more.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he returns this to the 22. Howell and the Commanders come up now 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And his throw is going to be incomplete. These two teams met in our nation's capital earlier this season with the Commanders picking up the win at FedEx Field. So they're trying to win here in Philadelphia to capture the season series. They'll go play action. Howell. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. Big yardage that time for Washington. 43 yards. Now they go play action with Howell. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted
to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Looking for Cole Turner on that one. And it'll bring up third down. You look at this Eagle defense. They've been dreadful against the run. No getting around it. Number 32, dead last in the NFL.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. So problems with Aaron passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and he can't do it all on one throw.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing is Hurts. Open receiver here, complete, it's Parker. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Looking left side, and he's fighting for the end zone. He lost the football, it's out. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. They're already trailing here in this first quarter. Last thing they needed was to cough the football. Well, they coughed it up, but luckily for them, it went out of bounds.
Yeah, still a long way to go. But when you're losing, every possession takes on a little bit more importance, doesn't it? And in that case, they almost made...
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
But to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline, and now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
On first down, Hurts. And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Here's Hurts to throw. Oh, he was looking for Parker, but it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. 1st and 10 here for Howell and the Commanders at their own 26. They'll begin on the ground here with Abanikanda. A nice little juke. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Howell steps away to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Offensively, you might be thinking, what's going on here? 1 for their first 7 throwing the football.
So maybe they're thinking about rethinking their strategy a little bit right now with the way that they're throwing it around, not having that success. Might have to lean on the running game for a little while and see if they can get him back in form.
On 2nd down, it's Abanikanda. And he is going to lose yardage here. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down. They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Third down, here's Abanikanda. And they'll get this across midfield, but not nearly close to a first down as he stopped at the 48. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Fourth down, Howell. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Hurts sets up to throw it. This caught by Royal. Will go down as a gain of 6, and 3rd and 8 now.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 8.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He finds his target, Royal. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of the 1st down.
A 5-yard gain on the play. And an Eagles 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Devontae Smith, 41 yards. And the Eagles have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. He's tough to contain as it is, but in man coverage with a pretty deep pass downfield, really tough to contain.
And it's so difficult because every play you've got to consider he might try and run past you. So your goal as a defensive back is to give him plenty of cushion, meaning lots of space between you and him. If he wants to catch the short stuff, come up and secure the tackle, hit him a bunch during the game, and try and keep him in front. If you turn your head for a second, if your concentration wanes, he just takes off and goes. And I think that's what we just saw there.
The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Foul to the air on 1st and 10. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Oh, he's got some breathing room. A nightmare of the first half for him, and that's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Now flags come in here. Looked like one of the Eagles might have moved. Boy, they had it at the 1. The false start moves it to the 6 now for 1st and goal.
Oh, it's Silver, ready? Yo,
Throw left side complete. That's Brown. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. They're going to look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there with an amazing diving catch. And the Eagles have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Well, I don't think that we're ready yet to say the route is on, but they have certainly looked near flawless here in this first half, and now an extra point away from making it 21-0.
Yeah, and your experience led you to say that because we have both seen those 21-0 leads come and go in this league. But this one feels pretty darn secure, and here's the other part. Even when people chip away at it, it forces you into being almost perfect on the other side, doesn't it, in order to try and mount a comeback.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but there he goes right side. Down the right sideline. Touchdown, Washington. Quez Watkins, 74 yards. And the Commanders are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. The extra point splits the uprights, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will finally be escorted out of bounds down inside the 35. A big play there on the catch and run. 49 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Flush to his right. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Barton, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts. And that is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
73.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Hey, Silver. Hey! No.
Second down. Here's Hurts. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A great effort there. His 10th touchdown of the season, second of the game, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Well, he's regarded as one of the best athletes among NFL tight ends, Charles, and it certainly was on display right there.
And as we've seen this league continue to grow and develop, I think the tight end position is becoming harder and harder to defend because now it's elite athletes playing that position, not just the big guys who can block. How about his ability to get downfield and make plays against any defense?
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
They'll set up the screen to Abanikanda. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
It's a gain of 6. First down.
Faking the handoff. Howell. That is complete downfield to Knox. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
4-yard gain on the play. And the Commanders' first down.
Off play action. It's Howell. Going right back to Knox, and again a completion. And now they're in the hurry-up.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Howell looking to throw again. That's caught. This is Abanikanda. And now look at this. Big gain but fumble. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I know a lot of defensive coaches have certain guys on their squad that they look to as drive stoppers, guys who can make big plays, interceptions, knock it free. In this case, they didn't need one. The offense supplied it for them, just dropping the ball.
Yeah, and that was after they were doing so well on this drive through the air. They go to the ground, doesn't work. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. The Commanders going to use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Hurts. And this pass caught by Gray. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
He's got his target. That's complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So that changes things. Here's 1st and 10 all the way up at the 45. Back to throw here. That one complete to Parker. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. And this is going to be covered up by Washington. But gutsy call there. You exit the locker room with a lead. Tried the onside kick. It didn't work.
And you just wonder what the gain was there. They're already in the lead. They were in control of the game. They may have given momentum now to their opponent and maybe kick-started things going in the opposite direction.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Powell throwing on 3rd down here. Open man here, Schwartz, complete. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of 12. And the Washington first down.
They go play action with Howell. And this is caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A gain of 32 that time.
Washington.
In motion left is Watkins. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. All right, a great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. They'll send a receiver in motion left. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Howell, 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Washington. Dawson Knox, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Commanders get a bit closer. Howell throwing for it. Eluding the pressure right. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. And does Washington have it? They do. Well, I guess they felt like they needed something to get them going. Maybe you wait for this type of a play, but they try the onside kick, and it works.
I'm starting to wonder if the analytics coach is starting to get involved in the football nowadays. When you see this type of play made, this type of a risk taken, sometimes there's a different influences going into the head coach's ear.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On first down, Howell. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Here's a 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Howell.
30-yard line.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
Had an open man that time. They ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. It's Howell with another throw. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of that. this is just an incompletion here. So that challenge not successful there, and that's going to cost him the first of his timeouts. And his kick is good. And that'll get the deficit down to 15. So that maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but it does get them back within a couple of scores.
And at this point in the third quarter, you don't have much margin for error, and that means you can't have drives that end with nothing. Whether it's a punt, a turnover on downs, those have to go away. You have to end with a kick, either a field goal or an extra point after a touchdown.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it, touchdowns. As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable, usually an excellent target, and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing is Hurts. But he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. 3rd and long. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And that's going to leave him with just one timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back.
Good. Tiger Hornet. Get it. Hey.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. The Hurts not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it.
It's 4th down.
Crowd love, get it. 63.
They'll try and throw for it here. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. They'll find Schwartz complete right side. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 13-yard line.
Howell completing the quick throw out wide. Touchdown! From 13 yards out. And the Commanders are able to cut into that deficit. So remember now, this was all set up by the stop defensively on 4th down. That's what got them this great field position. And then 2 plays later, they're already in the end zone.
Yeah, partner, funny how it works like that, huh? That's a momentum swing amusement park style. Your defense comes off the field, bouncing, grooving, they're fired up, and it carries over to the other side of the ball.
A try here for the extra point. And this one's back to an 8-point game.
Makes the score Eagles 31, Commanders 23.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
ready at the line. This Philly offense set to go. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. Uses the spin. And the Commanders will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. So the deep ball giveth, and now the deep ball taketh away.
Man, you're getting deep on me here. I like that. Going to the next level and what you're thinking. And when you think about all the success he's had throwing the football so far, sometimes when you're doing that, you think you're invincible out there. But he was given a cold dose of reality on that throw.
They'll go play action. Howell. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. And they're going to speed things up here. Howell out of the shotgun. Works right side into the hands of the tight end, Knox. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. This offense so far on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, it's Howell. Dancing to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
Here's the quarterback who's learned his lesson. He's thrown a few interceptions so far. That time he said, I'm making sure nobody catches this one.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Commanders went for it, but they cannot pick up the first. And the Eagles defense able to hold. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going. And above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. To the right side, he's got Parker.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Back to throw again. Escaping the pressure right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Throwing on 2nd and long. Hurts. And did he get the feet down? No. They'll say he did not. It's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, Silver.
They're going to look to throw. All the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Hurts. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Off play action. It's Howell. Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Watkins in motion left. He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. And he is into the end zone for a Commanders touchdown. Quez Watkins with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Commanders have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And he's got it here for the 2 points, but there is a marker down, so we'll have to see what that's about. So with the completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
So obviously more yards on the pass completion than they would have gained with the penalty. They did the math. They did it well, and it works for them.
Now this one setting up for a great finish, all tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. Man open left side is Brown. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15. 2nd down. Here's Hurts. He gets it into the arms of Parker. Complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll get that one out quickly to Brown. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Now Hurts looking to change the play.
At the 32-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. And he fires one incomplete.
And that's another throw that could have been intercepted. Part of this, you credit the defense. They've been really stingy. But he's also made some really questionable throws, and that's another one right there.
An important one here, no doubt. 3rd and 4.
Hey, easy, 63, back. No.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one, not to have another turnover on his ledger.
Here we go. This is 4th down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And that will force a turnover on downs. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And from the gun, here's Abanikanda. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
The tackle made at the 24-yard line. It's a gain of 8.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. They come up now on 2nd and 2. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. Quez Watkins, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Commanders have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. They do tack on the extra point as well, and they will take a 7-point lead. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. This is 1st and 10.
Silver, set. Man. Yeti. Man.
He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Here's 2nd down.
It's a loss of 3. Brings up 2nd and 13.
He's back to throw. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete. And even though he gets out of bounds to stop the clock, it's not going to matter. That 1st down going to be enough to write a finish to this one. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Yeah, offenses always try to be smart about when they're trying to dial up a screen to the running back because they understand you can only go to the well so many times in the game without the defense starting to anticipate the call.
2nd down, Howell now. They'll set up the screen to Abanikanda. And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Well, they tried to catch him by surprise, I think, there with that little pop pass on 3rd down, but no luck.
You're right about no luck, but I did like the idea. I like the thought process. Make an unconventional call on 3rd down sometimes. It can pop big. In this case, it didn't.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to perhaps salt this one away. And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, you know, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done. But, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. And nowhere to go. He only makes it to the 5. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Hey, let's go.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. They'll come up now on 2nd down. Throwing is Hurts. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and Washington is going to win the football game.
Here we go.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. They'll go play action. Howell. And this one incomplete. So the clock stopped now with 20 seconds remaining. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Here's Howell. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Dawson Knox, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Commanders are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Powering his way forward. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation.
I don't know what was going on there, but the end result, this is going to be a safety. Well, I'm not totally privy to what went on with their offensive meetings, but Charles, something tells me that one wasn't in the plan.
Yeah, when we had our production meeting, they didn't exactly share that with us, but I'm pretty sure that on the play sheet, the run backwards into your own end zone play was not written down.
Well, that 2nd half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the 2nd half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half with the lead. Losing the game is